Free beat, Skip. Somewhere near Kingsfield's Park.
Where exactly, Reg?
Where exactly? Well, more sort of in the park, actually.
They won't ask why, Reg, since the park's not on number 3 beat.
Love? You all right, love? Yeah, hang on a minute, Skip.
Where did Rich say he was?
Apparently he's dealing with some crying child at Kingsfield Park.
Man of many talents is our Reg.
Yes.
I just sat down for a bit of a rest.
Yeah, you must have needed it. And what about this?
What about it?
Well, is it yours?
No. You get a lot of dusters in here, don't you?
Yeah, the trouble is you look to me as if you've been drinking.
I have. I had a quick one with a couple of my mates in the Bear and Badger over there. Well, I must get back. Thanks for waking me up.
Yeah, but that's not the Bear and Badger, love. That's the Marquis of Lawn.
Cool, stupid, ain't I? Give us a hand up, would you?
Yeah, come on. There you go. Oh, come on then. You're all right, aren't you, eh? Come on, come to Uncle Red.
Meet Joshua Wilkins. I just had the area burglary squad on about him. He's one of their nominated targets for our patch.
Joshua Wilkins? I never heard of him.
That's the secret of his success, Frank. He's a cross-border burglar. Lives in Alsden. Comes over here to do his dirty work. Burglary, auto crime. Reckoning we won't trace him.
Well, he's obviously right, isn't he? Unless someone's got their information wrong.
Apparently the informant's spot on. Has already produced about a dozen arrests. And he thinks that Wilkins is coming to Stonhill this afternoon. So I need somebody on standby for an oboe.
Well, how about Jim Carver? You do?
Fine, yeah. If anybody wants me, I'll be with Brownlow in a meeting.
Oh, lovely.
Bringing Conway into the 1990s with a bit of luck.
I want my handbag. You've no right to look through it.
You'll get your property back later, Mrs. Hines. We were only going through it to get your address and your name.
I know what you're doing. You're trying to take away from me, ain't you? You're trying to make out it's my fault instead of that little cow's. Well, you're not going to get away with it.
This is typical, isn't it, eh? A drunk and a baby occupying 4 police officers.
She was all right in the park. I don't know why she turned nasty.
Something to do with her being locked up, I expect, Reg.
Yeah, I suppose so. Look, I can't find a phone number. Shall I go over to the address and see if I can find someone up to the baby?
Very good idea. Do it straight away. No, I'll handle this.
Derek isn't here yet, Jack. I wanted a word with you about your proposal regarding the public opinion survey.
Oh, yeah?
Basically, I like it. An initiative like that could be just what we need.
Yes, sir. Let's hope Derek sees it that way.
Yeah?
Is somebody in there?
Yeah, me.
Is this a home of Sylvie Hines?
She's my mum. What's happened?
Oh, she's fine, but she's, Well, look, can I come in?
I suppose so.
What's your name, love?
Kirsty.
And how old are you, Kirsty?
12, 13 this year. Is the baby all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
She?
She's fine. Is your dad around?
No, he don't live here.
Aunt? A neighbour? Look, I'm afraid we might have a bit of a problem, Kirsty. Your mum's had quite a lot to drink. She's drunk.
Oh.
And we can't let her come home until she's feeling better. In fact, we're hoping we could find someone to come and look after the baby.
Right.
You know, someone who would come to the station and collect the baby and bring it home and look after it.
Yeah, of course.
No, but it'd have to be an adult.
There isn't one.
171 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead, Skip.
Sergeant Cryer would like to know if you found anyone to look after the baby.
Hang on a minute, Skip. Kirsty, has this happened before, love?
No.
I mean, has your mum got drunk before?
No.
Well, I suppose you better come down to the station and look after the baby. There's just one thing, you better bring plenty of baby food. Might be a long wait.
171.
Yeah, sorry, Skip. I have found someone who knows all about looking after the baby, but she's only 12 years old.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, I'm bringing in Sylvie Hines' other daughter, aged 12. And it might be worth doing an SO5 check on this family. Crikey. Better make that a definite on the SO5, Skip.
You wanted to see me, Gov?
Yeah. Obbo on this creep, as soon as the balloon goes up from the area burglary squad.
But this is a Halston address.
Yeah, I know, he lives there. But apparently he does most of his business over here. So when the burglary squad are sure he's coming down here, you're going to be down the tube station waiting for him.
Right, Gov.
Oh, and Jim. Call him, sir. According to this survey, 54% of the people in Scannell think we're rude.
Cobblers.
My mistake, 55%.
I don't know who's getting the worst of this. Barry Stringer cleaning up after the baby or me after the mother. Where's Hollis?
Apparently, Mrs. Hines has got a daughter called Kirsty, who seems to be running the household, aged all of 12. The skipper's checking up on the family on the SO5 file in the yard.
Hollis is not bringing the daughter back here, is he?
Afraid so.
This is ridiculous.
Wait till you hear this, Bob. Sylvia Hines referred to domestic violence unit, no charges brought. Husband Derek, drink and drive. Sylvie, drink and drive and D&D. Kirsty, caution for shoplifting. Something to be going on with.
There's something for social services to be getting on with, all right, so why are we dealing with it?
Sarge, Sylvie's just chucked up again.
Look, get Hollis back here, otherwise we're going to have to put a care order out on those kids.
Hold on. You telling me this happens every day?
Well, yeah, except sometimes it's worse. Sometimes she hits me instead of the wall.
And why didn't you tell me before?
Well, I mean, it's not much to brag about, is it? Oh, my mum's always getting drunk.
Yeah, but it's nothing to be ashamed of either.
Yeah, well, how would you like it? How would you like never being able to bring your friends home, never knowing what state she's going to be in, whether she's going to be spread all over the kitchen floor?
Yeah, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, well, that's not what she says. Every time we argue, she starts to drink. She says it's my fault and calls me a cow.
Yeah, well, of course she does, because it's easier than saying it's her fault.
Yeah, well, I just keep quiet about it because I don't want us getting split up or anything. But that won't happen, will it?
Come on, let's get you back to the station, see what I can do about getting you some help.
Sorry to interrupt, Gov. I thought you'd want to know when the flag went up.
I did, and I'm glad you pulled me out of there. Please tell Derek Conway I wanted 8 of his men as part of a Sunhill burglary squad.
How did he take that?
Like something unpleasant had dropped on him from a great height.
It's not before time, Gov. Listen, I took that brief on Wilkins and I told him we're sending someone down the tube station straight away.
Oh, yeah? Anything I need to know?
That seems fairly straightforward. It's just a question of following Wilkins till he goes for it. Oh, there is one thing. If he does pull a stunt, they want Carver to call up uniform. It's got to look like bad luck when he gets nicked. If it's CID, well, he'll twig he's been grassed up and then it'll blow their informant. Not a problem, is it, Gov? Beg a favour from Mr. Conway.
You'd be better off with Monroe, Frank.
I've got them both tucked up in the front waiting room, Sarge. Kirsty's looking after the baby. She's better than her mother.
Yeah, well, don't run away, Reg, because Mr. Monroe has decided to put a protection order on the 2 kids. So Kirsty and Mother have got to be told. Which one do you want?
What? Kirsty don't want to go into care. That's what she's fighting on.
No, I'm sure she doesn't, but it's only going to be for 3 days, and if we don't get a move on and get social services involved, Kirsty and her mother are going to be in and out of here till the crack of doom.
I understand that. I've promised to see what I can do about her mother's trouble myself.
Reg, is it Kirsty or the mother? This is not a police problem.
If that's the way you see it, I'll tell Kirsty.
Yes, that is the way I see it. All right, you wait here and I'll speak with the mother. Mrs. Hines? How you feeling, Sylvie?
Terrible.
I'm going to tell you what's going to be happening. Do you understand? Do you understand, Sylvie? The duty officer is minded to give you a caution for the offence of being drunk in charge of a child, OK? But he does think it would be for the best to place a 72-hour police protection order on Kirsty and the baby. That means that the social services will take care of your children for 3 days.
Care?
It means they'll probably go into a foster home. Now, you will be informed officially by the duty officer, and you will be given the address of where they'll be staying. Look, it won't be permanent. It'll probably help you in the end. Are you all right? Sylvie? Are you all right?
You all right, Supt?
Yeah.
Don't really give a stuff about me. I mean, somebody else can do the cooking for a few days. But what's sticking us in care going to change?
Well, it'll get the social services involved. The social worker's on his way already.
You are joking, aren't you? They came round last year, said we looked very well cared for. End of story. They didn't ask who was doing all the caring. In fact, I don't really think they gave a monkeys. But we're all right, aren't we?
No, I don't think you are. You've already been in trouble.
Shoplifting. Yeah, well, how do you think I fed us when my mum pours the gyro down her throat? Magic.
I don't just mean that. I mean you. Your mum being the way she is mucking you up.
You're telling me?
No, seriously. It's not just the drink who has a problem, see? It has an effect on you. I mean, it'll make you have troubles of your own if you're not careful.
Look, mister.
Reg,
I've got enough troubles as it is, and there's nothing I can do about them.
that is not true. There's always something you can do. She's asleep. If I promise to try and have a word with your mum, will you go with a social worker? None of it's your fault, Kirsty. Not one part of her drinking. And your life is worth more than this. Believe me.
You waiting for the phone, mate?
No, mate. Go ahead. Sierra Oscar from DC Carver.
Go ahead, Jim.
Jim's on to Wilkins, sir.
That's excellent.
Apparently he's already making phone calls outside the tube station.
Well, he's planning a return fixture. Calling all the houses he's burgled before, see if somebody's out.
Yeah, and then go round and nick the new video.
Any luck with Monroe?
No. Oh, he did say that we could call up the area car if we needed it.
That's big of him.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have a word with Derek Conway.
Yeah, maybe I should.
What?
You've missed her. The doctor has sent her over to St. Hugh's to see if they can straighten her out. Is that a problem?
Well, yeah. I promised Kirsty I'd talk to her mother about the drinking.
Well, apart from the fact that you might get a pasting like I did, you're supposed to be out on beat number 3, because if you haven't noticed, this relief is short.
So...
Good girl.
Reg? Tar.
I'll see what I can do, eh?
Sierra Oscar from DC Carver.
Go ahead.
Target has finished his phone calls, proceeding outrageous present.
Message understood.
Around here, Jack, when we're thinking of trying to lift 8 officers from the reliefs, we usually have a word with the person concerned first, not make him look a prat in a planning meeting.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to do that, Derek.
Well, you made a darn good job of it.
Well, you had the survey too. People around here think we should be doing more about burglary, and you must have known the governor would want some answers.
Yeah?
So I gave him one. That's what chief inspectors are meant to do.
I'm already giving him an answer. Policing the streets, not shifting deck chairs on the Titanic because the public are worried about burglaries. What happens to the rest of crime if you take PCs off the street to target burglaries?
It's not as bad as that.
Don't tell me. You target those instead next year. Brilliant solution.
Well, that's the way it's done, Derek.
Well, thank you very much. Is that what you came here to tell me?
No. Look, I know it's rich, but I need someone from uniform to arrest a burglary target.
No, in a word. Look, I've got people on the Plus programme, people sick. I've got people everywhere except on the street. If Mr. Monroe can spare you someone, fine. If he can't, there's nothing I can do.
Right.
Jack, it's not just a Sunhill burglary squad we need. It's someone with the balls to bid for extra resources.
Sierra Oscar from DC Carver.
Go ahead, Jim.
Target has turned right into Larbent Avenue. Over. Damn. Target is in number 88 Larbent Avenue. Burglary in progress. Request immediate uniform backup. Repeat, immediate uniform backup. Over.
Discharged herself?
Yes, she wanted to see the kids.
Yeah, I bet she did. We've given her the address as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, son.
Okay.
Sierra Oscar, 1171.
88 Larbent Avenue. That's Lima Alpha
Receiving.
Radio Bravo Echo November Tango. Suspect on. Repeat, suspect on.
Understood, Reg. What do you require?
Transport. Sounds like she's going to go round to the foster address. I think she's going to try and get hold of her kids.
You're assigned, Sierra 1. Sierra Oscar 85.
There are no units available, Reg. We've got an urgent shout on.
Look, she's violent, for heaven's sake.
She wants her kids back.
There's no reported disturbance at the address they've been fostered at.
Well, not yet, there isn't. No, because she's only just left. Look, you better give me the address. I'll walk over there myself and inform social services as well.
That was Jim Carver called this in, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's been following this scrote all afternoon.
Wonder what he wants us lot for.
I don't know, bit of muscle, I expect.
What was the address again?
88 Larbent.
He's in there. Male, IC3, 21 years old.
Straight to the front, you, Dave?
Yep.
Sierra Oscar 85. We're in position around the back. Barry's with me.
Enough. You are officially nicked, mate. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. I reckon you were lucky that door was left unlocked, don't you?
Lucky? You got lucky, not me.
Luck didn't enter into it. Our boys have been on to you all the way.
You what?
Come on, get him in.
171 from Sierra Oscar.
Yes, Norika?
Don't say I told you so, but we now have a report of a disturbance at Kirsty Hines' foster home in Cambridge Road. Do you still require transport?
Oh, look, forget it, I'm there now.
It's a good result, Frank. Lets the area burglary squad know we know what we're doing.
Should keep Brownlow sweet and all.
Thank goodness you're here. Jill Dare, foster mum.
Kirsty's mother turned up, did she?
Yeah, she did.
What? Well, who's that then?
Kirsty, of course. She went berserk when her mother turned up. I had to lock her in.
I only wanted to see him. The little cow didn't want me to come in.
Yeah, unlock it, will you? Hello, Kirsty. No, that's not going to help, is it?
No, but what is?
Putting that down.
No, thanks.
OK, but how about taking it easy, talking to someone?
I tried that, didn't I? I met a nice copper. But you know what? He let me down. Like all the rest.
Kirsty?
Stay there. This copper sent me here, didn't he? He said it was for the best. He said things were going to change. And then he let her come round again and ruin everything.
We can't stop her, Kirsty.
No, but you could stop lying, though. You could stop letting me down. Like every single person I know lets me down. And maybe you could try and help me.
Maybe. And maybe you can stop feeling sorry for yourself.
What?
Look, stop trying to look after everyone else. Start looking after yourself.
I found Mr. Wilkins on the premises with cash and various items of jewellery not belonging to him. I challenged him. He tried to escape.
Apparently trying to do a runner through a plate glass window.
I don't blame him. Area squad have fingered him for over 64 burglaries in the last 3 months.
So, do you understand why you've been arrested, Mr. Wilkins?
Oh, yeah. And I can guess who grasped me up and all.
You can walk away from it, can't you? Like my dad walked away. But I've got years before I can go. And even then I'd be leaving my kid sister to God knows what.
It's you I'm talking about, Kirsty, not anyone else.
Yeah, but I've got my mum for life, haven't I? And you're telling me there's nothing I can do about her.
I'm telling you she's going to drag you down too if you let her. Look, you've got to stop trying to prop up your mum and get some help about the way you feel. Do you know my advice?
What?
Stuff them. Stuff the lot of them.
You what?
Look after the baby when you have to. But your mum, do as little as you can. The longer you go on propping her up, the worse she'll get, and you will too.
And if she goes for me? And if I can't handle it?
Well, then you can always call us.
Nice result, eh? Professional burglar.
Very. Wonder why the DCI wants to see us.
Pat on the back, I should expect.
Quinnan has blown the best informant the area burglary squad have had this year.
Yes, and I'm very sorry. If I'd had the time and people, I could have given you someone who could have briefed first.
I know you would, Derek.
Well, at least we got a result.
Yeah, a bad one. Tell you something, Derek. You can count on me to put a bid in for more resources from area. Come in.
Good. And you can count on me thinking about your request for some of my men.
Sir.
Mind you, I can think of 2 you can have. No trouble at all.
Is that it, then? Do you want to bring charges?
Well, not unless you want to.
No, I don't think so.
Do you want me to boot Sylvia yet?
Oh, she's all right. No trouble at all.
No, that would be the social worker. Ta-ra, Kirsty. Good luck.
Bye, Reg.
And don't forget.
Come on. Come on, mate. Somebody, quickly. Quickly.
What's his name?
Garfield, George Garfield.
Mr. Garfield! 3. When did this happen?
Oh, we're not sure.
Nurse, can you organise x-rays? What happened?
Well, we don't really know. He radioed that he was chasing someone and his radio packed up.
Mr. Garfield!
By the time we got there, he was like this.
We couldn't find him. I'm sure you did everything you could.
That's not strictly true, is it?
Tony.
Another drink, Dave?
No, thanks.
7-9 from Sierra Oscar. You're receiving, over. 7-9 from Sierra Oscar. 7-9 from Sierra Oscar.
I want all available units in this area, OK?
Right, Sarge. Still nothing from Sergeant Boyden, sir.
How long's Matthew been off the air?
30 minutes.
Just before Garfield called in.
Well, his last known location was here, 100 yards from where we found George.
His radio's dead, sir.
Someone should have been there.
He put out an urgent assist tone. Where was the rest of the relief?
340 from Sierra Oscar.
340, go ahead.
What's the situation?
Yeah, we're with George now, Sarge. They're going to take him for an X-ray, but we're still unable to talk with him.
June Ackland is on her way over. Stay with him till she relieves you.
Will do.
And Mr. Munro wants a word.
What happened, Quinnan?
George radioed that he was chasing a burglary suspect on the Elcott Lane estate, sir. By the time we found him, he'd been badly beaten up. and he's not been able to tell us what happened.
Understood. We're still out of contact with Sergeant Boyden.
His last known location was about 2 streets away from where you found Garfield. Until we regain radio contact, I'm assuming he was involved in the same incident.
Sir?
As soon as Ackland arrives, I want you and Stamp to go back and search the area.
Yeah, she's with us now, sir.
Oh, mate. Is someone staying with him?
Yeah, I can.
That's absolutely everyone, Kathy.
Yes, sir.
Every available unit.
Afraid so, sir.
Report of a break-in, sir.
Elcott Lane.
Woman reckons the thief was disturbed.
Garfield suspect?
Let's face it, Dave. We both know what happens if this gets out.
We're not the only car on the relief. Where was everyone else?
You don't let them make down.
Oh, you think I don't know that? Look, I used to work with this bloke at Bow Street, right? He let a probationer get a kick-in because he didn't go to an urgent assist. You should have seen it when the relief found out. The bloke's selling life assurance now.
Yeah, well, let's concentrate on finding Boyden, shall we?
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Well, there's no sign of him on Elcott Lane, Skip. We're almost back where we found George.
There's a river towpath just beyond Grove Road. A witness from a break-in saw someone running in that direction. It's possible Sergeant Boyden was in pursuit.
We're almost there, Sarge. I mean, we didn't even like this probationer. Tony!
Quinnan?
Approaching the river now, Skip.
How is he?
Possible concussion. I don't think there's any permanent damage. We'll know a bit more when we've seen the x-rays. Couple of minutes, all right?
He'd float.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1 receiving.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Found him, Sarge.
Bit late for fishing, innit?
Everyone's been looking for you. Where you been?
Looking for me?
Yeah.
What, 'cause my radio's down?
7-9 from Sierra Oscar.
7-9 receiving. Welcome back, Bob. What's going on?
Cheers, lads. Take your refreshment.
Sarge.
Kathy?
Any news of George?
I've just spoken to the hospital. They reckon he'll have a hell of a headache, but he'll be all right. He was there, wasn't he?
You mean he wasn't there?
He was there.
He was there?
On Elcott Lane, just before his radio went down.
Yeah, you reckons he was in between those flats?
In a dead spot.
Yeah.
For half an hour. He was there.
I feel bad about this. If it'd been a minute later, I'd have heard him put the call out.
No saying you'd have got there.
No. Has George said what happened?
Not yet. We're waiting to speak to him.
Keep me posted, will you?
What happened to you two, then?
Problem, Steve?
No. So what you saying?
Just saying you took your time, that's all.
We took our time.
You left George stranded, didn't you? You were only down the road. You could have helped him.
We were held up in casualty.
Give you a thorough examination, did she?
Dave!
Oi! Stamp, Quinnan, my office, 5 minutes.
Boyden was there?
Yeah. We were walking on Elcott Lane together. And he said he had something to see to, that he'd see me later. He just walked off. And the next thing I know, this bloke comes legging it out of a garden. I got hold of him. Boyden was definitely there, June.
When you radioed him for help?
Yeah. He was just round the corner.
Yeah, go ahead, June.
Description as follows. I see one male, about 6 foot tall, mid-20s bomber jacket.
Understood.
He also said that the bloke had a cut or a bruise to the side of his face. George didn't go down without a fight, apparently.
Yeah, understood, June.
There's just one thing, Sarge.
Yeah?
I've been talking to George about another matter. It's all right.
Look, I'll have a word with you back at the station.
Yeah, all right, June. Understood.
You're all right. You only had a pineapple juice.
I should never have been in there. What are we going to tell George? Sorry we didn't get there, mate, but we dropped in on this knees-up in casualty.
We were off watch. No one need know.
Oh, no.
Where were you?
We're off watch with an RTA, sir. Took a bit longer than expected to get out of casualty.
And that's a description of the bloke who attacked George Garfield after the break-in on Elcott Lane. And... Yeah, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
If you could make sure that Ted Roach gets it as soon as he arrives, because he's dealing with all the break-ins on that estate, and he might...
Oh, you two, you got a minute? This business with George and the relief leaving him stranded. Boyden was there.
Well, yeah, so Kathy reckons.
George spoke to him on Elcott Lane. Reckons Boyden was just round the corner.
So how come he was off the air?
I just suggest you two don't carry the can for this, all right? And if anyone asks, I didn't speak to you. Clear?
It's the oppressive nature of the shift system, Steve. You got a week of nights, a couple of hours at home, in here for the late shift. I've known blokes go to bed with a bottle of vodka and a
Where the hell was he? What's he
doing?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, Tony, how's George?
He's going to be OK.
No thanks to you two. Yeah, well, we weren't the only ones on the plot, Steve. Boyden was there as well.
You reckon?
Yeah. He was just around the corner when George radioed in, all right.
Who told you this?
June saw George at the hospital. He said Boyden was about 50 yards away when he put out the shout.
Yeah, so how come Boyden was up the air then?
How should we know?
Well, don't look at me. Ask Boyden what he was doing.
Was he off the air deliberately? Bob?
Well, he wasn't where he said he was. It's a possible explanation of why he didn't hear the shout.
Keep this to yourself for the time being. Tell Ackland and Marshall to do the same. I don't want it getting out till I've spoken to Matthew.
Well, he's still here if you want to...
This afternoon will be soon enough. I want to speak to Garfield first.
Cheers, Tom. Morning, Gov.
Is it?
We've had another burglary on the Elcott Lane estate. Glass cut-in kitchen window. I think Taylor's had it again. We've got a description from uniform. Jim Carver's round there now.
What, Lee Taylor? What about him?
Well, it's his M.O.
It fits him like a glove.
Seen leaving a house on the Elcott Lane estate by George Garfield.
Didn't he arrest him?
No, he chased him. He put Garfield into hospital.
Well, they took most of the glass out, but they didn't get in.
Yeah, night duty CID. Reckon they were disturbed. Anything else on the Socko?
No fingerprints, but somebody had a lovely pair of trainers.
Tosh.
Watch yourselves, boys. He's already put one of our PCs in hospital. Hello, Susie.
Here, what do you want? You can't just come barging in here.
Away.
Boom!
Now, don't get up, Lee. You must be exhausted.
Sure? No, definitely.
Okay.
Do you recognise him?
Yeah, I think so, Supt.
If I'd been a bit sharp, I would have nicked him. I had trouble with the radio.
Yeah. I didn't think you were that far away.
I heard you shout to the bloke to stop. I cut down one of the alleys off the estate. Thought I'd run into you on Grove Road, cut him off. But you just disappeared.
I doubled back.
What?
I doubled back.
Why?
Well, you went towards the river.
Not onto Grove Road?
No. We were running in the opposite direction.
I thought you were on Grove Road. I couldn't find you.
Yeah, well, it's not your fault.
I should have been there.
Your radio was down. Don't worry about it, Skip. I just couldn't work out where you were, that's all.
I'm sorry. All right?
Yeah. Forget it, eh, Skip?
I fell.
Where? Off a cliff. Aggravated assault on a police officer.
Stop messing us about, Lee.
The uniform you belted picked out your photograph. It's your M.O. Your trainer prints were at the house.
Look, just get me brief. There's a good boy. I was at home, in bed, with the girlfriend.
No, you weren't. You spent the night on top of one of our PCs.
You what?
Sit down.
You want to watch that temper of yours, Lee? One day there's going to be no one there to stop you. Right, we've got bail inquiries on Wilson, Davis, and Pill's waiting for CID.
Right.
Oh, and we got Milado here.
Cheers.
The girlfriend reckons he was there all night. Lee's girlfriend's got an IQ of about 80, and that's going downhill with the wind behind her.
We've charged him.
So what for you, Sarge? Front office.
Okay. Who?
Someone called Jackie. Said she's important.
Sir?
Sergeant Boyden, Quillen, seen him?
No, sir.
I know it's a late term, but shouldn't you be in the parade room?
Sir.
Are you sure that Boyden took his battery out? I mean, he might not have done, you know. All set.
Sweet.
Jackie, listen, I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now.
No, you're not. It's all right if we talk in here. Come on.
He came to see you?
Sergeant Boyden, yes, sir.
To explain about this morning?
Yes, sir. He just said he went to have a look at some of them lockups on the Alcott Lane estate. Something about respray cars, something like that. Anyway, he radioed in for a PNC check, but his radio was down. And by the time he realised that I was in trouble, I was half a mile away.
He's told you this?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. But, I mean, it's stress is another thing as well.
Right. Right, I want Hollis and...
Boyden? I thought you told him to stop it.
Do you think that makes a difference?
You're still seeing him?
Seeing him? He practically broke into my flat last night. I can't get rid of him.
I told you not to get involved with him, Jackie, not Boyden. This isn't my fault.
Oh, that's all right then, Ted, isn't it? Thanks for your help. Thanks a lot.
You want me to sort him out, don't you?
What the hell do you think I'm doing here?
Well, I'm sorry, Matthew. It just doesn't add up. What was going on last night when Garfield was attacked?
There's not much more I can say, sir.
Even though you were close enough to hear Garfield shout to the suspect to stop, you still say you couldn't find him?
I thought they were running in the opposite direction.
I've just spoken to Garfield at the hospital.
Like I say, sir, I feel responsible for this. But there's not much more I can say. Is there?
Jackie Welland.
Yeah?
She's here, front office, talking about making a complaint. Now, you better go and speak to her, because she's got plenty to say about you. You were there last night, weren't you? Now, you listen to me. You are ruining my snout. You keep away. You get it?
Is that what she is? Just a snout? Told you to come have a word, did she, this snout? Asked you to sort me out? Not doing too bad for a snout, is she? I think you better ask yourself who's using who. And if any of this should get out, I'd watch yourself. Because if she does make a complaint, then you and I are both out of order. Aren't we?
There's nothing I can do.
You mean you won't?
I mean I can't. If you make an official complaint out of this, you not only drag Boyden down, you'll drag me down as well. Now think about it, Jackie. What we've got It's more than just for information, isn't it?
It was.
Now, that's not going to go down very well if word gets around, is it? I've told him to stay away from you. If he bothers you again...
Oh, that's fine then, Ted, that's fine. I mean, I can see your point, and I'm sure you did your very best.
Well, I was hoping that...
It's just that you're absolutely bloody useless. If I've learnt one thing from being with you, Ted, if I want anything doing, I'm better off doing it myself.
Jackie!
Excuse me, I'd like her to make a complaint of sexual harassment.
Yes,
Matthew Boyden.
My office.
So, Sergeant Boyden had visited your flat on several occasions during the last few months.
Yes.
When you said you wanted this to stop, he continued to visit you.
Yes.
And he was at your flat last night?
Yes.
What time, Mrs. Welland?
Round 12, bit before 10 to.
You sure?
Yes.
And he was there for...
About half an hour.
Look, Dave, I'm not saying that's where he was. I'm just saying that's where she was talking about seeing him, that's all. Last night. Yes, last night. She said to me.
Where were you?
Sorry, Dave?
Don't give me that. Where were you?
Georgie's urgent assist. Come on, where were you?
Look, lads, don't you think this is taking it just a bit too far?
Hey. So, oh, sorry. Something to do, David? Sarge?
Jackie!
It was sexual harassment.
Look, I'm really sorry. Will you take these?
Awful.
Because I look stupid holding them.
What is it with you? Is this how you get your kicks? Are you happy now?
I can't take this.
Yeah, well, you've got no bloody choice.
Jackie, I want to sort things out.
Almighty, how many more times? You were just a good laugh, Matthew, OK? And you weren't that for very long. I'm sick of being there every time you and Supercock fancy a bit on the side. He's using me for information and you're just using me. It wasn't very good, Matthew, OK? It wasn't very good with him and it certainly isn't very good with you.
It's not like that.
Then what is it like? That little display last night?
OK, I should have left when you told me. I was out of order. It was stupid.
It was sexual harassment.
Now look!
Not with that complaint coming up.
7-9 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Please.
Like you do.
7-9 from Sierra Oscar.
OK. If you say it's over, then it's over. I'll accept that. But you're not going to ruin my career as well. If you don't want to see me again, withdraw the complaint. It's up to you.
That's all you wanted, isn't it?
It's up to you, love. If you don't want to see me anymore.
Yeah, well, I'll see you around.
I got in and I couldn't get out.
So you got involved with this snout on a personal level. Found out Boyden's giving her one.
That's right.
Now she's made a complaint against Boyden, which will no doubt reveal the fact that you and Jackie Welland are intimate, to say the least. You don't discuss work, I hope.
Oh, come on, guys.
I'm serious.
Look, the wives of villains are the best informants. You know that. You've been there yourself. You sail in, you put the old man away, and then you work on the wife while she's vulnerable.
Yeah, but you don't have to become the surrogate husband. Next thing you'll be telling me you take her down Tesco's on a Saturday morning.
Right little mess this, isn't it?
You've lied to me, Matthew. And you lied to Garfield. 2358, you were in Jackie Welland's flat while Garfield was getting his brains kicked out. Weren't you? Well, come on! So, I want a full explanation. Everything that's happened, especially last night.
Sounds very cosy. You, Boyden, this villain's wife. Good snout, is she?
The best, sir.
Well, you get rid of her.
So?
I said you get rid of her. You got yourself involved, you very possibly compromised yourself. So you get rid of her. And in future, when you're dealing with an informant, you keep your ears open and your trousers shut. Have you got that?
Sir?
You understand that your association with this woman is over?
Yes, sir. just wanted to say how much I regret the events of last night and this afternoon.
Well, that doesn't help George Garfield, does it?
No, sir.
You let down an officer under your command in a potentially life-threatening situation. I needn't tell you how reputations are made or broken in situations like this. You've lost that officer's respect and that of every other officer under your command. I don't have to remind you, do I, that this could end your career?
Sir, I was considering a transfer.
Well, you will do it without my help. Mrs. Welland has withdrawn the complaint against you. I'd think about clawing my way back here before running off to wreck some other relief. And God help you if you ever get involved in another incident like this.
It doesn't matter. I'll guarantee you, it probably comes out the same fat.
Oh. Thank you, everyone. Most acceptable. You didn't borrow it from the property store, did you?
No, of course not.
Well, thank you, Jim. Well done.
He didn't buy it. Not after that Kim Reed fiasco. I did.
Really? And there's me thinking you're a Philistine, Gov.
Yeah, well, I know you're into that sort of thing, Michael. And I happened to be in a local junk antique shop, and I spotted that. Thought it was appropriate, one way or another.
Well, I'm deeply touched. It'll take pride of place on my credenza.
Yeah, well, suit yourself, Michael. Anyway, let's save the speeches for the pub tonight, shall we? Still got some work to do, haven't we?
Yeah, Mike, there's a burglary in Belmere Road that deserves a follow-up. Sorry to ask you, mate, only everybody else is a bit strapped here this morning.
It's all right. No problem.
OK. The details are in the book. It's right up your street, actually. Fine furniture.
Well, I don't see that a sideways transfer to the Arts and Antique Squad represents a turbocharged leap forward in his career.
Well, it's better than stagnating at Sun Hill for another 7 years. At least he had the initiative to apply. I never felt we were able to tap his full potential here, you know?
Well, if you behave like part of the furniture, you get treated like it. Still, if he wants to spend his time fondling objet d'art, that's up to him. It's not what I joined the police for.
What did you join the police for, Derek?
No, I will. I'm going to miss you, mate.
No one upstairs is protesting too violently.
It's interesting work. Big thing, this antique theft nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you, Sarge. Second only to the drugs trade in financial terms. Organised gangs, international networks. Most people here think I'm leaving to join the Antiques Roadshow.
What's your bow tie, you brothel creepers, ready for tomorrow, Mike?
We only bought the furniture a few months ago.
And they took the lot.
Patio table, chairs, everything. They missed this one. That's all. All the new toys have gone as well. And the Lego. People have sunk very low when they steal from infants.
Much damage?
Well, what you can see, some in the corridor.
You kind of call this damage, huh? My last school, now that was damage. We had a bonfire of all the books. Gas taps turned on.
Mr. Chamberlain, our school keeper, he discovered the break-in.
Mind you, that was a secondary school. You get a more serious kind of vandal in a secondary school. I mean, here, they're just learning.
Alarm system?
In the pipeline, I'm afraid.
Can you show me the point of entry, please, Mr. Chamberlain?
Delinquents, you can see them in the classrooms here. I can spot a delinquent at 5-year-old. I'm not allowed to say now, of course. They don't teach them now. Not like when you and me was at school. They don't even have to sit down in the classrooms. Half the time they just wander up and down the room, putting Lego down each other's necks. There you are. Oh, look at this. Do you know, I could keep this school really nice if it wasn't for the kids.
Did you sweep the glass up for safety?
No, there wasn't any. It was all outside.
CID, Roach.
Hello, Ted.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Thanks very much for the Belmere Road Infant School.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. So, tell me, what's your assessment on the missing furniture? British polyurethane, circa 1990.
1991, I'd say. Probably French. As a matter of fact, it looks like an inside job. And as I'm here, I'm going to push on. Look, yeah, can somebody do a check for me on a Mr. Edward John Chamberlain?
Hey, you'd better come and have a look here. They've nicked the lot. This place was chock-a-block.
If you look, Mr. Chamberlain, this lock hasn't actually been forced. Somebody's hacked it about in a rather amateurish way to make it look as if it has. Now, either it wasn't locked...
Well, of course it was locked.
Then someone's unlocked it. Now, apart from you, who's got a key? The cleaner?
Look, this is my school, and I'll keep the keys.
Do what?
Janitorial supplies. Cleaning materials, Vivian. Floor polish, bleach, liquid soap, disinfectant. And 500 rolls of lavatory paper. Total estimated value, £350. That includes the bog rolls.
Oh.
The window was broken from the inside, Mrs. Winton. The storeroom door was unlocked. Whoever gained access to this building last night did so with a key.
I'm sorry, I just can't believe Mr. Chamberlain would steal anything from us. He's been keeper here for 10 years. The job's his life.
We must take holidays.
Never in term time.
Has he ever had sick leave at all? I mean, has his job ever had to be covered?
Hardly ever.
When was the last time?
3 months ago, for a couple of weeks, he had to go to hospital. A minor operation.
Well, who takes over when he's away? Does the cleaner step up?
No, the council send a relief.
CID Martella speaking. Oh, hello again, Mike. Yeah, listen, no joy on your Mr. Chamberlain. Clean as a whistle.
Right. Thank you. Well, can you check Colin Patrick Armfield instead? Relief schoolkeeper employed by the council. He worked here at Belmere from the 2nd to the 13th of February. There's something else that would be useful if you're not too busy.
Yes?
Can you check with the council and get details of other schools that Armfield has relieved at over the last 2 to 3 years, and the dates? Then check back through the crime book and see if those dates coincide with reported school break-ins. See if there's any sort of pattern.
All right, Viv?
Oh, brilliant, Sarge. Your little furniture wind-up's turned into the big bog roll caper.
DC Dashwood from Sierra Oscar receiving, over.
Yeah, Dashwood receiving, over.
Mike, your relief caretaker, Mr. Armfield.
No previous convictions, and he no longer works for the council.
Resigned 2 months ago.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, good.
Listen, do you have any idea how many school break-ins there have been on this ground in the last 2 years? 329. And of those, only 7 coincided with Mr. Armfield's presence.
And of those ones, 3 resulted in convictions of other persons. So, I'm afraid it looks like you're onto a loser.
Have you got a last known address?
Yeah.
Sure. It's number 13 Covell Gardens. That's 13.
Covell Gardens, Kovell.
OK, I'll pay him a visit.
But, Mike, it's your last day. Let's...
No, as I'm out.
If he calls again, I've gone to a funeral. Yes? Oh, no, sorry, sir. He's out on inquiries at the moment.
Oh, really? Conscientious to the last, eh? Well, if and when he returns, could you tell him that I'd like to see him, as long as it's before 5 o'clock? Thank you.
Car boot sales?
That and markets, you know the sort of thing.
Both him and his wife?
Yes, she'd be down the road today. You know the pub with the big car park?
Yeah.
She's a hard worker. Well, they both are, always on the go. Just like my Ralph before he dropped dead. You want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks, I've had plenty. Mr. Armfield, will he be down the rows as well, do you think?
Oh, no, not anymore. Now they have the second van. They go different places most days. He'll be down Kent or Essex.
What do they sell?
A load of junk, like most of the other stall holders, I should think. Hang on. I tell a lie. What day is it today?
Sorry?
He'll be down Ramplin Road.
Car park of the Rose Public House in Midgley Street. Mrs. Arfield's vehicle is a blue Morris Marina van. Index Bravo 535, Whiskey Uniform Victor.
What did you say she might be flogging?
Janitorial supplies.
That ain't Mike Dashwood's bog rolls, is it?
Possibly. Plus 9 items of tiny but perfect patio furniture and approximately 200 weight of Lego.
I don't know why they call it a car boot sale. There ain't a car inside.
It's big business now, mate.
Mrs. Armfield?
Yeah?
How's trade, love?
Not bad. What do you want?
Got any loo rolls?
What?
Lego? Patio furniture?
What do you think this is? Arrods? Oi, get out of it!
Hey, Tunny. It's a nice bit of gear, this, love. Where'd you get it from?
What do you mean where I get it from? It's my husband's. Well, that's the point of these places. You flog stuff you don't want.
Gone off DIY in a big way, has he? 6 more in here.
Jimbo, the very man. Uniform have just brought in Armfield's wife.
His wife?
Yeah, looks like she's handling. I'm interviewing her now. I'll tell you what you can do if you're not too busy. Go and check out Armfield himself, see what he's flogging. I was on my way there when Uniform struck lucky. This is where you'll find him. That's the number of his van. Oh, apparently he's quite a big lad and he's got a bit of a temper. Go steady, yeah?
Colin Armfield.
Sorry, mate, we're closed.
I'm pleased, Mr. Armfield. DC Carver, son. Can I look in your van, please?
Oh, you all right, mate?
DC Carver from Mike Dashwood. Have you found him, Jim?
Have you itemised all this, Jim?
Oh, I haven't. Look, I've just nicked him. He's put his hands up to the school job. Those are the keys that he had cut when he worked there.
Yeah, but you know how this stuff has a habit of wandering. You should have itemised it.
Yeah, all right. Can I see the surgeon first in case this can be rebuilt?
Jim, how's the face?
He's been charged.
Who?
Well, who just think? Armfield.
Oh, right. I think he's small beer now, actually. Carol's the one, his wife.
Oh, first name turns, that's nice.
Could even be a lead on a couple of blaggings. I've got Tosh and Viv checking serial numbers.
Yes, it is, actually. The burglary at Bowden's Building Superstore. Yeah, sure.
What's going on? Inquiries on the Bowden's burglary.
Yes, sir. It's DC
40 grand's worth of power tools last week.
Bowden.
But where's T? Gone for a search warrant. Monroe authorised it.
Where's Carver?
Hospital.
Hospital? Where's Dashwood?
Well, a lot of it.
Colin's a bit of a dimbo, really.
You mean he doesn't know you flog bent gear?
Oh, he knows. It was him that got me started off, in a way. When he was a relief caretaker. Well, because when I first started doing the boot sales, I was totally legit. Just sold junk from home and things I bought cheap at jumble sales. But, you know, he was bringing home the odd bar of soap here and a packet of bog rolls there. And I just slipped a few bits and pieces on the store and they sold. So easy.
And one thing led to another.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
Hello, Colin. You home early?
That's why Colin started getting the keys cut when he was at the schools. Because things were moving along. To show that he could keep up, like. Totally stupid.
By lifting something more than would fit in his pockets.
Yeah. But he's not a blagger. He's just a donkey with criminal tendencies.
And are you a blagger, Carol?
Leave it out.
Why? I'm not sexist where crime's concerned. Last Tuesday night, those drills were in Valden's warehouse. Today, they're on your stall. How did they get there if you didn't steal them?
There's a lot of jewellery here. There's sportswear, box fresh trainers. There's more drills and other electrics. Where did all this gear come from, Mr. Armfield?
I don't know nothing, mate. I'm just in janitorial supplies.
We're going to try the garage next.
Yeah, you do that, Ted. You'll probably find the Lord Mayor's coach.
Jewellery, even. That could take us into the realms of armed robbery. And the sportswear. About 3 weeks ago, there was a lorry hijack. The driver took quite a beating. And that was full of designer tracksuits.
Look, don't try and appeal to my conscience. I haven't got one. I just buy and sell, OK? I'm not interested in the whys and wherefores.
Who'd you buy from? The villains direct?
Yeah. They form a queue outside me front door.
Or someone in between? A wholesaler? You're just one retail outlet, one of many others?
It's just a few bits and pieces.
No, I'm sorry, Carol. We're finding things out that link you to serious crime. And Colin breaks into schools. Who's to say he doesn't break into superstores, warehouses, jewellery shops? Who's to say you don't? All we want is the name of one man, the wholesaler who supplies you. No one's going to know it's you that helped us out. If you're just one retail outlet, if there are dozens of others just like you, it could have been any one of them that blew the whistle. The big fences understand that. It's an occupational hazard for them. Did it start in a pub? Or at a car boot sale, perhaps? Friend of a friend with a few pairs of jeans going cheap, or a video? Like you say, it's so easy. And so hard to say no when they keep offering more. And more. Until you're part of the system. And you are part of the system, aren't you, Carol? What's his name? Your supplier.
It's not a he. It's a she.
Say again.
Bricks. The whole garage is stacked ceiling high with bricks.
Have you dared ask why?
I'm looking after them for me brother. He's a builder.
Mrs. Armfield's come across with a name. Judy Bannister?
Never. She's retired, isn't she?
Nope. She's running a wholesale business out of an old factory in Finbar Street. Her sons are acting as drivers and site security.
Oh, dear.
Anything else at the Armfields?
Yeah, garage full of bricks.
What kind of bricks?
The kind the third little pig used to build his house with, Michael. Bricks.
Yeah, well, do you mind if I take a look? I've finished with Carol for the time being, and I expect you'll want to deal with the Bannisters.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to.
Yellows.
What?
London stock. Over 100 years old, Ted. Worth quite a few quid. It's probably a scam.
What scam?
Architectural theft. Gangs nick these in bulk from derelict buildings, often owned by the council, then resell them, usually back to the same council.
Mike Dashwood from Sierra Oscar receiving, over.
Yeah, Dashwood receiving.
Just a reminder that the Chief Super would like to say bye-bye, Michael.
OK, thanks, June. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. I should talk to Armfield along those lines, Ted. Find out what site his brother worked on, then check with a few local councils, see what refurb work they've got in hand. I'll see you later.
Do you know the Bannister brothers, Gov?
No.
Well, there's 6 of them, with a combined IQ of 5.5. Unfortunately, that's also their tonnage. So, if we're going to hit Finbar Street, it's got to be mob-handed, preferably with the Royal Green Jackets as backup. Now, according to information received, Judy, that's their mother, she's running the biggest fencing operation this side of an Australian sheep farm.
Right. Well, is the information good, Frank? I mean, we're talking big resources here.
Michael Dashwood got it. Believe me, Gov. Today, that's all you need to know.
Should have brought the bricks as well, Ted. Got to build a warehouse to put this lot in.
Any chance of bail? Only tomorrow's our busiest day market-wise.
You fit?
What for?
A briefing.
Anything as long as it's not stolen property.
Well, it is, actually. With grievous bodily harm thrown in.
Whose?
Yours and mine. We're going to see the Bannisters.
Why?
Guess.
I was saying to Chief Inspector Conway earlier, Michael, I think this move could be very beneficial for you. And for the antique squad, of course. Do have a biscuit. Oh. The problem with some of these specialist departments, no, thank you, is the lack of officers with the requisite knowledge and expertise.
Well, this is it, sir. Tell most policemen that you're looking for a low boy and you get a very funny look.
Quite. Do you know exactly what your new duties will be?
I'll be on the knocker squad.
I'm sorry?
Knockers, sir. Villains who go around knocking on doors, gaining access, then buying antiques for a fraction of their value.
Oh, right.
Well, that's what they used to do. Elderly antiques owners are far more aware of the problems these days, so the knockers tend to turn up as bogus officials, do a recce, come back later and burgle the place. How about you, sir? You worth knocking?
I beg your pardon?
Are you an antique person?
Well, Marjorie and I do have one or two pieces, yes.
Fully insured, I hope.
I think so.
Have you had them valued recently? Valuations are usually woefully out of date.
Well, not recently, no.
People just don't know what they're buying. That's the problem. Or who they're buying from. The lower end of the antiques market is a villain's paradise. Most of the dealers just don't keep proper records. Stolen gear just filters into the system. I should think half the law-abiding citizens in the land have got an iffy antique on their mantelpiece.
Quite. Well, it's good to know that you're going where your talents will be appreciated.
Thank you, sir.
I expect you'll miss the hurly-burly of division, though, hmm?
Oh, yes.
Hello, Dennis. It's D.I. Burnside. I've got a warrant here to search these premises for the proceeds of blaggings too numerous to mention. Can we come in? Didn't think we could. Right, where you go. D.I. Burnside to all units. Make sure that backyard is tight. Everybody in! Go on!
Jim, nothing broken? That's all right, then.
Come out of it. Oh, look. It's the customer service manager. You getting too old to run then, Judy?
You know, I think the only piece of stolen we ain't recovered in Britain today is that diddy plastic furniture.
That'll be across the channel by now, Jim. Desirable stuff like that.
The lads from the squad are going to join us in the pub, if that's all right with you, Michael.
Oh, fine, fine. I'll get over there, then. Shake a few paws, yeah?
You missed a real humdinger, Jim. Mind you, there's still the paperwork. Should be about 3 years of that with the amount of gear we got.
You should leave more often, Mike.
Well, in view of the leaving present you've given me, I'm inclined to agree. Forgive the breach of etiquette, Gov, but how much did you pay for this in the junk shop?
About 30 quid.
Well, I know I shouldn't really say this, but there's one in my book here, and it's similar with the same sort of pottery stamp, and it's worth about 300. Been a good day all round, hasn't it? See you in the pub. Good luck, Mike. Oh, cheers. I'm in the pub until 11.
Oh, sorry, Mike. All the best with the fine art, mate.
In the gym last night. Yeah? Stiff all over me.
So, Steve, what time's he due back then, mate? This afternoon. Oh, wise move, Alan. You won't regret it. Yeah. Tony, you want some of this?
No.
All right, suit yourself.
Steve.
Harry.
Still 2-1, yeah?
That's right.
Give us a tenner, mate.
Tenner. Look, so you all reckon he's gonna... Oh, yeah? Why do you think I'm doing this, Reg?
You're 6, Steve. Do you know that?
Steve. Yeah.
Where is it? You seen him yet?
No. Hey, what are the odds? 2-1 on. Are you joking?
No. 2-1 on. Garfield's maxing by the end of the shift.
You spoken to Garfield? Should I have? You know he's back this afternoon.
Has he said anything? About
what? He was asking where you were. Bob?
So, you sure you're all right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Right, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
George?
Afternoon, Sarge.
So you're off the parade, yeah?
Yes, Sarge.
How is he?
He's refused recuperative duties. Wants back with the action.
Sure, that's a good idea.
All right, George. George?
Get it, Tony. All right?
Ah, there he is! Now, George, how's the back, mate?
Fine.
You want to get yourself some legal advice? Ackland's used very tricky, you know?
Have you seen Sergeant Boyden yet?
Yeah, listen, mate, look, Tony and I, we were, like, really gutted about what happened. Boyden letting you down like that. I mean, we reckon he's really got it coming to him.
Win friends and influence people.
Can I have a quick word?
Oi!
Just forget it, all right?
Oi! We found you, didn't we?
Leave it, Dave.
No, I want to know what his problem is. We found you, didn't we?
Found me.
Look, if it wasn't for me, you'd still be lying there.
I know where you were. All right.
We were lost round the back of those flats.
You were at a knees up in casualty. You got lost round the back of a staff nurse, Dave. I mean, I hate to do this to you lot, like not play the hero on that. But I'm out there getting battered. None of you lifted a finger, did you, eh? And these two cowboys, they really dropped me in it. So let's just cut all this and get on with it, yeah?
Why didn't you just leave it?
What did you tell him for?
I said leave it.
There are pickets at the factory gate. So far, they've been well behaved. They're not our problem. But round the back here, someone set some bins on fire, so we're probably dealing with a few nutters. The fire brigade's there, but they've asked for backup. So it's a situation that could easily get out of hand. It's not a riot, and we don't want to start one, but you will be busy. Questions? Watch yourselves.
Right. Apart from those of you already assigned to Sergeant Maitland on the serial, that's Loxton Stringer area carved out of Colin's van, Hollis front office, Stamp Quinnan Cad, Ackland Panda, Jackson Garfield Foot.
All right, £6 then. Should cover it. Hold it.
Where were you, Loxton?
RT's on the blink, Sarge. Engineers are fixing it now.
We'll stay on the job until it's done.
Yes, Sarge. Racing certainty, no danger.
What is?
You feeling better, George? Not yet. No.
Don't do it. Go on,
George! Stop it! Come on!
Sorry, leave. Does that count?
Nothing to do, have we? I thought you were supposed to be with Sergeant Cryer.
Yes, sir.
Well, get there.
My office.
Sir?
Later, Matthew.
No, I'm asking, why'd you stop him?
Leave it.
I want to know.
Look, back off, Loxton.
Tony. What's up with him?
When I want you to go dumb on me, I'll ask for it. Now drop it. Is that understood? Sergeant Boyden let you down and you feel bad about it. So would anybody else on the release.
Sergeant,
don't listen, George! Because I'm not going to say this again. You took a kicking that you didn't deserve. Lee Taylor is a thug, and for all we know, you might have been killed. Matthew Boyden should have been there, and he wasn't. It happens. It's part of the job.
And you might not like it, and I might not like it, but it is a fact. Now, if you're having trouble coming to terms with that, you come and see me, and we sort something out. But what you do not do is start brawling outside of Inspector Munro's office like some spoilt schoolboy. Is that clear?
How much?
What?
Garfield smacking Boyden, that's the bet, isn't it?
Oh, come on, June. Look, it's just a laugh.
I didn't see anybody laughing.
You know your trouble? You haven't got any sense of humour, June.
Oh, and you think that's funny, do you? Setting George up? He used to be a boxer, didn't he?
Look, it's what Boyden deserves.
And you're the conscience of the relief now, are you? Well, from what I hear, Dave, you were just as much to blame.
Now, look, June,
and I tell you what
not...
is funny, I've just found out who your CAD sergeant is. You laugh that off.
What do you want me to do?
Well, what do you think we should do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
The relief's got a problem, the relief can sort it out.
But you saw what happened. Garfield nearly hit him.
So?
And you're happy to let that happen?
Yes, I am. Or would you rather I stuck Garfield on, turned him into some kind of hero? Because that's what Loxton and his pals are looking for. Matthew Boyden's dropped himself right in it. You want to waste your time pulling him out, that's up to you, but I'm not. And I'm not fighting his battles for him. If you've got any sense, you'll keep well out of this. Now, if you don't mind...
Right, I'll get you an ETA and call you back. Tony?
Perfectly, been very good.
Tony?
Look, hold on a minute, though.
Sergeant Maitland, what's his ETA?
Should have been there by now.
He's having trouble with traffic, Sarge.
I'll take it. You get on to John, Dave.
Yes, Tony. Nell Lane.
Can you go to Arthur's Gymnasium? We've had a report of a possible stolen vehicle dumped around the back. Been there since last night.
Any word from the factory?
We've just had a call from the fire brigade. The serial's not arrived.
Why not?
Traffic's like solid around Moss Lane. 7 sets of lights out.
Just when we want things running smoothly.
Dave, we've got an ETA for the serial?
Yeah, 9 minutes, Sarge.
And there's still a problem?
Well, according to the fire brigade, things have quietened down in the factory, but they won't move in until we get there.
Let me know as soon as Sergeant Maitland arrives. I'll be with Mr. Conway.
Sir.
Anything for me, Sarge?
Hadley House, Cockcroft Estate. Domestic.
Sarge.
Keep me posted.
Sir.
Actually, we've got a man on a Cockcroft already, Sarge.
George, a word. That little altercation earlier, I believe Sergeant Cry has spoken to you?
Yes, sir.
Well, now I am. This is a police station, not a boxing ring. If you've got a grievance to settle, that's your problem, but you do it outside the job. Not here, not in uniform, and not outside my office. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to Sunhill, George.
Echo Romeo. That's Parmentier Avenue. The key holders are Mrs. Roundtree.
Understood.
Sort that out and you're a better man than I am.
I'm off to the front office. Mind the shop, lads.
Sarge. Thanks for dropping us in it.
What?
You told George we were in casualty.
We were.
You told him?
No. Look, do you think he's stupid? He's worked it out for himself.
So you didn't tell him?
No.
You didn't tell him any different, though, did you?
I hear you've had a spot of bother.
You hear wrong then, don't you?
Garfield doesn't seem to think so.
That's between me and him.
Is it?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't get involved in this. Because if you think about it, I've had it up to here and I've got nothing to lose.
Is that a threat?
Just keep out of this.
I can't believe you did that.
Well, I did.
Yeah, but you look after your mates, Tony. People on this relief, they stick together.
You don't still believe that, do you? After all that's happened.
Yeah, I do, actually. The next time you need me, I know...
While we're on about it, what's this about a man on the Cockcroft?
Go ahead, 6-3.
Take your time, Dave.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sarge. Interference.
Can you inform Mr. Munro we're at the factory and I'll be at the gatehouse? No sign of trouble, but there's a lot of congestion on the approach roads. We're on Smollett's doing point duty, but we could do with a TD unit as soon as possible.
Yeah, understood, Skip. Get on it right away.
Right, I'll get a TD unit. Can you tell Mr. Munro?
Sarge.
PS79 Sierra Oscar Sunhill. Yeah, can we have a TD unit to the Parkway E3?
What's all this about a man on the Cockcroft?
There's heavy traffic congestion
He's no
already.
good to us out there, is he? We want him back here.
Yeah, it's a
local
derby.
Sierra Oscar from 218 receiving, over.
Yeah, I know the game.
Yeah, go ahead, George.
There's already supporters milling around.
The domestic.
Yeah?
It's wanted now because it's a problem.
It's all been sorted, has it?
Look, we've already got a Sierra at the factory.
And what shall I show as a result?
Can I speak to Mr. Monroe?
So we want the traffic sorted.
Say again?
A CAD room, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to inform you that Cyril are there now.
Understood.
15 minutes?
Sir.
Can you go to Canterley Road?
Yeah, don't worry about that, George. I've got a man down there to cover it.
That's the best you can do. Dave?
Yeah, Mr. Monroe's coming down.
Right.
Sorry, George. Ignore the last transmission. That's a 2727 Canterley Road. Mrs. Davis. 2 men acting suspiciously. Can you deal?
I don't believe this. Can't June do it?
No, you're all we've got.
It's miles away.
Just get there. George?
Don't call me, I'll call you.
Get onto the serial. That's the gatehouse number. Tell them 15 minutes.
Sarge. Sarge, the TD unit's on its way. Subject to traffic conditions. It's ETA.
Yeah, go ahead, June.
That's 15
Back on
minutes.
watch, Dave. Anything for me?
Yes, Sarge, we have told him.
Yes, 27, that's
ASAP
27 Canterley Road. And Mrs.
only passing
A.
on the message
Davis,
to Sergeant Boyd.
2 men seen acting suspiciously.
Yeah.
Can you deal?
Hear anything different, we'll call you.
Received. ETA about
Sarge.
5 minutes.
Understood. You are
It's
assigned.
absconder, Anne-Marie Wilson. Can't get a reply from the collator. Can you get an address?
Sarge, call of nature.
Yeah. And have one for me while you're there.
What are you playing at?
Eh?
Trying to get George to come back in here. You know they're stick him on if he hits Boyden, don't
come
you?
off it. Come off it. Not even Boyden would have the front to stick him on after what he's done to George.
Oh, and you think we're any better, do you?
Yes. Yes, I do, actually. We're the ones that found him.
George back yet? No, he isn't. You just don't get it, do you?
Florence Nightingale got the ump, has she?
I don't believe it. Football supporters down the Parkway.
According to Stafford Row, I think Ron Smollett met the advance party.
The advance party met Ron Smollett.
Good of you to join us, Stamp.
Sir.
It'll take at least half an hour for the rest of them to walk down, but you better warn John they're on the way.
Sir.
It's not my fault.
Dave! Just sort it out, will you? There's money on this. If George hasn't smacked him by the end of the shift, we're all knackered.
Keep him busy, Quinnan.
Oh, yes, sir.
Spare me.
Anne-Marie Wilson.
Can we get someone onto her?
I'll do that.
Is that you, John? Sorry to spoil the party, but you can expect some gate crashes.
218 from Sarah Oscar. Receiving over.
And there are 150, 150
218 from Sarah
supporters
Oscar,
heading back
receiving
your way. Mr. Munro thought you should be
Come
warned.
on, George.
You have been.
Sarge, Steve Loxton's got some urgent chorus for area.
Got some urgent chorus for area, Sarge. Can we get George back to take him up? RT's fixed on the car. I'm off on a shout.
Tony?
He's busy, Sarge.
He can't be that busy.
He's busy.
Tony?
Come on, Tony.
Garfield's busy. All right, Loxton?
Sorry, Steve. Garfield's busy.
Why don't you ask him?
He doesn't need to ask him. I'm telling you, he's busy.
And why should I believe what you say?
218 receiving, over.
Go ahead, George.
What's going on?
Say again?
Canterley Road. Dune's just done it.
She can't have done.
What, you want to ask the woman?
June's at Canterley Road.
Yes.
Sorry, George. Must be some mistake. Can you go to 18 Nelson Court? See if you can find an Anne-Marie Wilson. She's an absconder.
I'm going off watch.
Sorry, George. Nelson Court.
Get somebody else. I'm coming in.
You're nearest.
Say again, Tony. Transmission garbled.
Problem with your radio, George?
Not now, no.
Then stop being a Burke and get to Nelson Court.
You can't keep me out forever, you know.
What?
I'm coming back in.
When you do come in, make sure you come and see me first. In the meantime, there's a female absconder at 1818 Nelson Court. Get over there, do you understand? Garfield? Garfield?
He's off air, Sarge.
Must have taken his batteries out.
Sorry?
I said he must have taken his batteries out, Sarge.
Meaning?
Meaning he must have taken his batteries out.
Keep trying him. I want to know where he is and what he thinks he's doing. Anybody else free?
June Ackland.
Nelson Court.
Prat.
See these? Speak to me like that again, my friend, and I'm going to stick you on.
It's not just me, though, is it?
Who else? It's all right, Steve. I know you're gutless. But you pass the word around. Stamp, Quinnan, the whole bloody relief. Whatever's going on, it stops now, or I'll promise you, I'll deal with every last one of you. I thought you were going to the car.
So?
So get there!
I'd say you had a crisis of leadership.
Where's Sergeant Boyden?
He nicked out 5 minutes ago, Skip.
Tony?
Don't know, Sarge.
And Garfield?
He's off air, Skip.
Off air?
Problem with his radio.
Since when?
Since just before Sergeant Boyden went out.
It's all of them. The whole lick wants you out.
Still bothered about Welland?
Now, you leave Jackie out of this.
Jackie?
Leave her out of it.
Thought so. Skirt, your big problem.
They'll flatten you for this.
I don't think so. But you do that again and I'm going to flatten you.
They're running a book on Garfield laying you out. You don't know what it's like in Sunhill. Covering you in feathers is nothing.
Thanks for the warning.
You're finished.
I haven't even started.
Where's Garfield?
That's my problem. I'll sort it, all right?
Bloody well looks like it, doesn't it?
You ask me, Bob, he's cracking up.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask you, did I?
Never had you figured, did we?
For what?
For the opposition.
No, Oscar 643.
Go ahead, June.
That absconder. The next door neighbour's not seen her in over a week.
Opposition.
Tony?
Yeah, I'll pass it on, June. Any sign of George?
Garfield?
Yeah, Nelson Court. It was his shout.
Well, what the hell am I doing here?
Look, he's got off the air.
I'm not getting involved in this, Tony, understood? You want me, I'm on Atlantic Street.
What opposition?
Her and Uncle Bob. And if you hadn't have got involved, we'd have been home and dry by now.
You reckon?
Well, why didn't you let Jules just get on with it?
Do you want Boyden off this relief?
What?
If Boyden gets hit now, then this whole thing's finished. But if we keep the pot boiling, we can get rid of him.
You want to get rid of him?
Why do you think I'm doing all this? I'm trying to stop George hitting him, and this prat is putting money on it.
Oh, yeah? You want to make something of it?
You're all right.
Tony!
You want to log some miles in that area, Carl? The MOT runs out in August.
I'm going.
Sierra Oscar from 6-3, receiving, over.
Go ahead, 6-3.
We've nicked a couple of yobs, Dave. Can you organise transport?
Yeah, stand by, Skip. I'll give you an ETA.
No sign of Garfield.
Sierra Oscar 2 from
Fair
Sierra
enough.
Oscar.
Sierra 2 receiving.
Yeah, transport requested at the Parkway to pick up prisoners. The Parkway E3. Can you deal?
Yeah, ETA 6 minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Narika.
If you can get hold of Garfield, I want him back here straight away. All right, Dave?
Sarge?
And this time, give us room.
Don't know what you mean, Sarge.
No! As far as I'm concerned, they're doing exactly what's needed.
Somebody has got to speak to Garfield.
No one speaks to Garfield.
Look, if a fight breaks out, it's
If
me
a
that's
fight breaks out, then by this time next week, no one will remember what the fuss was about. Why do you think Boyden's doing nothing? Garfield thumps him, everything goes back to normal. Or do you want to stop it so Boyden has to be transferred? Loxton's organised the bet?
Yeah.
And they're all involved except Stamp?
Yes.
And if you want to speak to someone, speak to Stamp. And if you can't take what's happening, look the other way.
I can't believe you can do this. Lost your bottle. Bottle's got nothing to do with it. Look, just remember, Tony, this was not my idea.
What is your problem?
Right. You two can witness this.
I'm telling you to watch yourself. He wants you to go down there.
Boyd!
Yes. He's asking for it like he really wants it to happen.
Whose idea was the bet? Garfield takes a swing at me and the relief holds his coat. Whose idea?
He's going to do it anyway.
Is he?
Yeah.
And what's that to you, Dave? Getting rid of something you can't handle? A little bit of guilt?
You.
Sierra Oscar, come on, Dave.
Still awaiting confirmation, Sarge. 2 minutes.
Understood.
I think there's something you should know first. Dave is running a book on whether you're going to lay me out. That's why he's been trying to get you back in here. He set you up.
It's not just me.
It's Loxton as well.
The whole bloody relief.
Because the whole relief let you down, didn't they? Tony, me, Dave. None of us were there, were we? Perhaps we're all feeling a little guilty.
You should have been there.
Well, I wasn't, was I? Neither were they.
They didn't come to the hospital and lie about it.
They didn't tell the truth either, did they? He copped off. That's why they were late. And now he's making money out of it. What kind of loyalty is that? You better do this. Because if you don't, they're going to lose a lot of money. Come on.
Don't do it, George.
Shut up, Tony.
Come on, I've waited long enough. Someone's got to do it. Come on!
You making money on this?
No.
Yes.
He's winding you up.
He isn't, George.
Right. Now we're all in the same boat. Let's see how fast you can paddle.
Baby. Look, George.
What, you want one instead, do you? You set me up.
George.
Out!
No. Don't do it.
George, you don't have to... George!
He'll stick you on. Eh? What's that to you? No, what is it to you, eh? You're not telling me you're concerned about this. You've got money on it.
You'll get transferred.
Transferred?
Yes.
Of this relief? Great.
You shouldn't do it, Tony.
George!
Dave! What are you doing?
I was just
And
going
I'm sick of seeing you floating around.
Sarge?
What are you doing?
Of cabin, Sarge.
Why?
Son?
Why? Front office, now. CAD room.
Win any money?
I didn't bet.
I'll bet you didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't want this over, did you? You wanted me to get transferred. Thanks. Sorry, Dave. All over. I reckon this relief's finally got a sergeant.
Right.
You working in pairs or what?
I don't know. He hasn't said. What time are you going out?
Straight after the briefing.
Pity you wouldn't give me a piece of it. Might have restored my street cred.
Life's not that obliging, is it? See you later.
My daughter, right, Karen, she comes out the tube and there's these two young men begging, asking for money, right? Only she don't give her nothing because she's only got a fiver on her. The next thing, they're effing and blinding, and when she goes to walk away, they spit on her. Look, they actually spit on her.
Yeah, we do realise there's a problem with homeless people.
Don't talk to me about the homeless, love. Karen here did a 60-mile sponsored walk for them last year, raised 200 quid, and this is all the thanks she gets, eh? If they want homes, you could try locking them up.
Basically, I just wanted to know what morale was like. Among stay relief after recent events.
You mean the Boyd and Garfield saga?
Yeah.
Well, with the greatest respect, sir, it's Mr. Munro's relief, not mine.
Come on, Bob.
You are the senior sergeant in this station. Your opinion does have some value, you know.
Well then, for what it's worth, yeah. In my view, obviously, Matthew Boyden was way out of order. But that was a matter that should have been dealt with by senior officers, not his PCs. He's still here, so presumably the offences weren't sackable. Letting Garfield thump him didn't help the relief, it just split it.
With hindsight, I'm inclined to agree.
So morale is bad.
So they're just subdued, confused. But you don't just become the worst relief overnight. Basically, they're a good bunch. They just need pointing at the real world again, that's all.
Well, can I suggest you do some vigorous pointing, then?
Right, can I just begin by telling you what this operation is not? It is not an excuse for harassing life's unfortunates. Genuine beggars are not our target, OK?
Sorry, sir. But when you say genuine beggars, isn't that like saying genuine shoplifters or genuine burglars? I mean, begging is an offence after all.
Yes, but with a difference. Arrest them and we're being insensitive. Leave them alone, we're permitting a nuisance.
Well, what's the point then, sir? I mean, this operation?
The point is to find out what we've got initially. A census, if you like. Alistair.
Yeah, there's a big problem with bogus beggars in the West End. Provincial gangs who come into London in the summer when the pickings are good. They can be very nasty people. Our information is that because Bow Street have had a few successes against them, one or two of the gangs may be relocating their activities eastwards, i.e. here.
It sounds like there's been another incident outside the tube station. Young girl's been spat on and abused because she wouldn't come across. The description is 2 white males, about 20 years old, medium height, one with short dark hair, one with long fair hair, and that one's wearing a blue and grey sweatshirt.
Well, Billy usually works the tube station, doesn't he? You know, the bloke with a dog. I can't see him spitting on anybody.
No. Perhaps he's trained his dog to do it.
Yes, all right. Thank you, Steve. So I make a note of the descriptions. They're a start. Now, if these people are operating in Sun Hill, I want them squashed.
I just don't see what your problem is with it.
It's the genuine category that sticks in my
Are you saying
throat.
none of them are genuine? There's not a single family breakdown in the whole country, not a single hostel that hasn't got room.
So how come they're only homeless in the summer? I mean, you don't see many of them on the streets in the winter, do you? Not the young ones, at least.
You've obviously been looking in the wrong direction, mate.
I want good policing from you lot today. I want alertness, initiative, mutual support if and when needed, but above all, I want tact.
Wet nurse and a load of dropouts.
Anybody want to change partners?
We're not wet nursing anyone. We're preventing and detecting crime, which is what we're paid to do.
Yeah, by the poor old taxpayer. I wonder how many of Mr. Conway's genuine beggars pay taxes.
So if someone's getting their head kicked in, you want to have a look at their PAYE slip before you go in, do you? Good.
9-2 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
9-2 receiving.
We've got a report of a female teenage beggar using a small child to procure money.
North end of Blunstone Street. OK to give it to you rather than Sierra Oscar 85, over.
Yeah, we'll deal with that, Matt. If any of you are interested, Sergeant Boyden volunteered for this operation. Mr. Conway turned him down. Said his inclusion would affect teamwork. I said he was wrong. I said you're all professionals, not school kids. I also said that to the Chief Super. I said I had complete faith in you. I was right to say that, was I?
Yes, Skip.
Starting it.
Well, there's usually a little enclave of them round Mitchelton Way. We'll go there first, and then we'll head south towards the high road, and I'll do the talking.
9-2 from 363 receiving, over.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, we're at the tube station now. There's no sign of any beggars with or without a dog. We'll come back later in rush hour. We're going on through to the park, over.
Uncle Bob was a bit heavy with the old team talk in the van.
Nah, not particularly.
You take it as read, don't you? You put the job first. Suggesting otherwise was a bit of an insult.
Yeah, well, maybe he thinks we need insulting. Maybe we deserve it. Hey, that could be her.
Who?
Over there, look. Woman with a kid.
It's all very well, isn't it? But at least with Bob Cryer, you know he's going to be on the end of that radio. Sergeant Boyden, you never know what he's going to be on the end of.
Look, the incident's closed, Steve. All right, I'm not interested.
Nor am I, really. Just like watching your ears doing big. Excuse me, love.
He ain't had no lunch. Can you spare us anything?
You do realise begging's an offence, don't you?
Yeah, so starving. Don't look like you're starving. Well, look, if you can't help, just snack off, will ya?
Yeah, all right, love. You can come with us, please.
Now, what's your name, love?
Hold on. Oi!
What's
Ow.
your address?
Buckingham Palace, where'd you think?
Is this your son?
No, I kidnapped him.
So where'd you sleep?
Well, where we came.
So what about social services? They could help, couldn't they?
Yeah, by taking Simon away from me, and no way is that happening.
So how old are you then?
He's 5.
Yeah, well, you can't stay here. Look, if you really got nowhere to go, you're going to have to come back to the station with us and see what we can sort out, OK?
9-2 from 577.
Receiving, Barry.
We're going to need to pick up this woman and child, Skip.
Sierra Oscar 2 from Sierra Oscar.
Receiving.
Can you assist Barry Stringer in Blunstone Street and pick up Sergeant Cryer on the way?
You can't do this.
Just call it up,
Get
OK,
off
please?
of me! You see this? Look, see this? The police state. I've got naffle, so I get nicked. I'm not even allowed a square foot of pavement.
Just call it.
I suppose the government give you an ass for doing their dirty work, did they? Bill?
Barry, the
Get off of me! No! Leave my child alone!
What did I say about tact?
Let's go and get in the van, shall we?
Nice, Skip.
Okay, can we clear away now? Come on, it's time to go. Can you stay out of this, madam?
I'm sorry, Skip. She just blew.
Just bring the evidence, eh? Just this way.
She's breaking the law. We're just doing our job. Sorry, Skip. We had no choice. She said they got nowhere to sleep and her son's only 5 years old.
I'm not her son, I'm her brother. You stupid little idiot.
Don't find much in here, Harold.
Push off, scum! Come on! Push off!
It's all right, mate. What are you doing here anyway? Should be subway time, shouldn't it? What's the matter? High road getting too noisy for you?
Push off, scum!
Here you go.
Push off!
One of his better days. Still, he's well over 60, you know. It's a good age for a vagrant.
Not accusing you of double standards, of course, but how come Harold's worth £1 and all the rest of them aren't worth the cardboard they're sitting on?
Because he is genuine. He's the only truly homeless person, his son.
Oh, the local tramp, you mean? Like everywhere's a loud one and he's it, hmm? You've got some very quaint ideas, Tony. You ought to have been a British Bobby.
Is Simon your son or your brother? Look, it makes no difference as far as the offence is concerned.
Right, is me brother. Happy?
Does his mother know he's on the streets?
Yeah, what is it for begging? A 20 quid fine? Just fill in your bit of paper and bail us, can't ya?
It's not just begging, though, is it? It's false pretences. It's using a child contrary to the Children and Young Persons Act.
OK, a 40 quid fine. Deportation. Oh, bring back hanging. Just do it, yeah?
If you really have got nowhere to go, you're not walking out of here with Simon.
I ain't telling you nothing.
It's a pity we can't recycle them along with the bottles.
Did you ask them if they've seen Billy?
I asked them, yeah.
All units from 9-2.
Disturbance at the shopping centre subway on the high road.
We're in the shopping centre now. ETA 1 minute.
Receive, Tony. Sierra 1 and Sierra Oscar 85 are on their way.
Nine 2 for 595 receiving.
Receiving, Tony.
At a subway. We need an ambulance. It's Harold. It's come a cropper.
They threw him!
What, love?
2 young men, they threw him!
Are you sure he didn't just fall?
He didn't just fall. They took hold of his arms and his legs, and they threw him. I just couldn't believe it.
And you couldn't tell what the argument was about?
Well, no, not really. I suppose it was because they'd taken his place. They'd been here for 2 or 3 days, sitting by the subway. Well, he's sat for years. I suppose it's quite a good place, really, with the people coming out of the shopping centre and everything. I haven't seen him much since they've been there. I suppose they must have just shoved him out, and today he decided to come back. It's terrible, really. I mean, I've often wished him gone, but we all have round here. I mean, there's nothing nice about him. He's odd. He's disgusting. And the smell just turns your stomach sometimes. But this...
All right, thank you, madam. Thank you. Yeah, well, they all say the same thing. 2 white males, one tallish wearing a denim waistcoat and the other one short with dark hair and a ponytail. Apparently they appeared about 2 days ago. Nobody else witnessed the assault, though.
Well, that matches what the woman in the art shop said. Get that back to the CAD room as quickly as you can.
OK.
Tony!
Let's get
you and June to the hospital. The van will take you, OK?
Hospital.
Not the same two as at the tube station, then?
Not from the descriptions. But the subway and the tube station are probably the most lucrative pitches on our ground.
Working together, maybe, one gang?
Most likely. I mean, both pairs showed their heads about, what, 2 or 3 days ago?
Yeah. No names, though?
No.
Alistair, descriptions of the GBH suspects.
Cad have already passed them to me, sir. I'm phoning Bow Street now to see if the descriptions match any of the bogus beggars they've had dealings with.
Right. What about this Billy, the guy with the dog that works at tube station? They've thrown him away as well.
We're still looking.
Know his history, do you?
Sorry?
Harold. He was at home on leaving the war. House he was in got blown away by a V2. His wife and baby with him. He's not set foot in the house since.
Well, it wasn't what I heard. I heard he became a tramp to avoid the call-up and just went on walking.
Told you that.
OK, let me know. Broken tibia, broken femur, broken pelvis, broken collarbone and jaw. We're not certain about the ribs or skull yet, and there may also be internal injuries, though there are no outward signs.
Is he still conscious?
Just, but he's in no condition to speak to you.
No.
He will, though, will he? I mean, he's going to survive.
His general physical condition's very poor, but he should survive, yes, as long as the internal injuries aren't severe. Though whether his bones will mend well enough for him to walk again is another matter.
Dr. King?
Excuse me a minute.
Sorry. I think I preferred your version.
Don't make a lot of difference now, does it?
9-2 from 363 receiving over.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, it looks like we found Billy and his dog.
Is he okay?
Apparently unhurt.
Please give generously. I've got to eat. The dog's got to eat. If I don't get anything else to eat, I'll eat the dog. Hello. You know, you look better in uniform, less conspicuous.
All right, Billy? Not much of a pitch, this, is it, eh? How come you're not down the tube station?
Don't ask stupid questions. When I am there, you move me on, don't you?
Were you there earlier today?
No.
Only somebody got a bit nasty with a girl asking her for money?
No.
We're not accusing you, pal. We just want information.
No.
You've been warned off?
What?
Oh, come on, Billy, you're not deaf as well as stupid. Have you been warned off?
Warned off of what?
Why aren't you at the tube station, Billy?
I'm on holiday. Sunlight on the water, dog mess on the grass. What more can a man want?
You know, Harold's got a broken neck. Well, everything else but.
Harold?
Smelly old git does a high road. Someone chucked him down the subway stairs this afternoon. Is that what they offered you, Billy? Solo flight down the up escalator?
Look, if I wanted to get involved, I wouldn't be a dropout, would I?
Took your money as well, did they? Before they suggested this holiday?
I don't like him.
I don't much like you either. But I like the scum we're after right now even less. 2 white men, aged about 20, medium height. One with short dark hair, one with long fair hair, wears a blue sweatshirt. Yes or no?
Yes.
Alone or with 2 others?
With the first time, when they came round taxi.
Taxi?
Like you said, taking me money. Had a medallion as well, they took that. Next day, just 2 of them turned up, first 2. Told us to bog off. So we did.
And you haven't seen them since?
Yeah, I've seen them. Fortunately, they ain't seen me.
Where did you see them?
Last night in the Cranley Arms. I went in to drown me sorrows. It was a treat. And there they were, 4 of them drinking my money. Well, 5 actually. They had a tart with them.
What, a woman?
Slim, late teens, about 5'3", denim jacket and jeans.
Long dark hair, not bad looking. Obviously, you can't be sure if she's part of the gang or just someone they picked up in the pub.
Didn't have a 5-year-old boy with her by any chance?
You didn't mention it, no.
Right, Steve, I want you to check round the back of the shopping centre. Then I want George over to the tube station. And discreet observation at all time, in case any of them show up.
Received.
Paula? I don't know. If social services turn up, tell them to wait. Thanks, Matt.
Sir, Bull Street's come across. Gang of 4 done for vagrancy up west last month, and a couple of times last year. Nothing else proven, but the descriptions fit. Plus the girl, though she's not a regular. They also had a motor, a red Cortina belonging to one of the gang.
Have we got a name then through the car?
Yep, Jason Modwell. The car's legit, but Modwell's got phone for assault and robbery. He's also got a Southend address.
Well, it looks as they're coming to town for a jolly summer's begging and then slide back into the mud again.
All I hope if these brave lads do show, we have to chase them into the tube station.
Yeah, it'll be down to the BTP then, though, won't it, eh?
They come at them when they hit the bottom.
What are you doing?
Putting the tapes in the machine.
Well, who's this?
I'm Chief Inspector Conway.
Oh, that's a bit heavy, isn't it? I've already put my hands up.
Yes, well, we're a bit beyond begging now, Paula. We're into GBH. Maybe attempted murder.
A red Cortina saloon, index Kilo Lima X-ray 887 Victor. Any sighting to be notified immediately.
I'm off that again with a skipper.
Right. Good hunting.
Do you know a man called Jason Modwell?
No.
Well, you should. According to Southend Police, he's your brother. In fact, the entire family is very familiar to them. Mum, Dad, big brother Jason, you. Why did you bring young Simon up here with you?
Well, you've got to do something with him in the holidays.
Stop prattling me about, please. Where can we find Jason? Where are you staying?
I'm not. I'm only up for a couple of days. Driving home tonight.
Oh, you drive the car up and down, do you? What's that for, then, eh? Take home the winnings? Where is the car?
I can't remember where I parked it, actually.
Where are Jason and his mates staying? I don't suppose they're sleeping on the pavement.
Then start at the Savoy and work your way down.
Receiving.
Sighting of red Cortina in Mabbott Street.
OK, Matt, we'll deal with it. Tell the area car to stay clear.
Nine 2 for 595.
Yes, Tony.
We've got some movement here, Sarge. Short, dark hair, long, fair hair, wearing a blue-grey sweatshirt, just come out of the woodwork.
Just keep them under surveillance. See if any of the others show.
Red Cortina.
Sierra Oscar from 9-2.
Receiving 9-2.
We're in Mabbott Street. The suspect's car is parked outside a grotty B&B.
Spares price for a cup of tea, love. What's the matter? Your purse seized up, but that ain't the only thing. Spares price for a cup of tea, love. See this lady? Setting an example. Come on, come on. Come on. Well, that buys a tea bag. Thanks a bunch. Come on, love, you can spare something, can't you? No? Well, stuff you know then. Come on, mate, spares price for a cup of tea.
It's cheap. She got 4 blokes booked B&B. 3 nights so far.
9-2 for 595 receiving.
Yes, Tony.
The other 2 have arrived, Sarge. We're moving off together.
Received. 9-2 from 218.
Yes, George?
They're turning into Dayish Road.
Heading our way?
Looks like it. All surveillance units from 9-2. Confirm the accommodation address. It's 38, that's 38 Mabbott Street. Suspect's got a containable here, so follow them down, but don't show out yet.
Let's make a nice professional job of it.
Looks like we're in with the shout, sir.
Make sure they've got plenty of backup.
Sir. Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar.
Here they come. Going to all units. Targets in sight. 363, round the back, Steve. Line 2 to all units. Targets moving in on their vehicle. We're intercepting. Go if you have to.
Mind the paintwork, mind the paintwork.
Excuse me, mate. Is your car?
Yeah.
Oh, perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for a cabaret act. Vagrant throwing. Yeah, you're very good at it. Mind getting out of the car, please?
From Sierra Oscar.
9-2 receiving.
What's the situation?
Yeah, we're fully booked.
Lend us your paper, Steve.
Yeah. Who's buying it?
Well, it's got a bit of skill, hasn't it?
Well, maybe we should buy him one, eh?
Cheers, mate.
Pop, Matthew?
No. Next time, maybe.
Tomorrow, then.
We'll make the bill by now.
Lend us a tenner, Tony.
Was that professional enough for you, Sarge?
Not really, but you have